terms of just changing one vote in every single precinct and how close an election can be, and why civic engagement matters. And anytime anyone tells you your vote doesn't matter or becoming engaged, you can just point to that as well as other more recent examples. Some other statistics that I think are really salient is the surge in applications to AmeriCorps, which I think just speaks volumes, not just about the economy, but I really think it's about this generation and all the studies that we've all seen about the millennials and how much they want to serve. They've been serving since they were in kindergarten, essentially, and they're coming of age now. And by serve, I mean writ large, civically engaged. They want to be engaged. And there needs to be more opportunities, culminating perhaps in a full-time year, but throughout their entire lives. And I think it's a tremendous opportunity to engage and invest with them as leaders. In our own organization, we've looked at our alumni, and we found folks that have done a year of service were 3 times more likely to vote than their peers who had maybe applied to programs, so the propensity to service was taken out, but they hadn't done a year of service, and they were much more likely to have a friend of a different background and much more likely to see a problem as something that they should stand up and do something about than similarly situated peers. So we're finding that this engagement matters, that young people want to do it, and there's probably that gap that Damien talked about that we need to be able to fill.
I'm still Paula Ellis. I don't have data, but I would encourage a report that I go back to every now and again, done by the New America Foundation on the millennial generation, that I just think really helps, particularly for folks who might be coming from a baby boomer frame. It's pretty fascinating. And I came to that report by way of the Gallup organization, which we have worked with them over the years on some research called Soul of the Community to try to understand what attaches people to the place they live and whether caring or feeling attached is a requisite for taking action, or is a sort of part of the enabling environment. It uncovers a lot of interesting things about young people and confirming very much of this New America study. Certainly the surge in interest in the sort of not as interested in traditional ways. So I would recommend that. On another topic, just for the record, there are people videoing things. Have we shared with our group what's happening with their identities or what's going on here?
I invited,
okay.
So the idea is that Knight Foundation is moving beyond just grant making and kind of exploring different ways to really help lead conversations, particularly about empowering people to lead change. And so the surfacing of knowledge from leaders who are on the ground doing the work with the folks that we're trying to ultimately serve and along with you as a partner